Hi you guys, it's Ari and welcome to my book nook. I want to title this 24 books I'm anticipating in 2024, but I don't know if I could go over 24 books in this one video, so I'm just gonna keep throwing them out and let's hope I can hit 24. Okay, so first is A Fragile Enchantment by Allison Saft. It comes out January 2nd, 2024. And the cover is gorgeous. It's about a magical dressmaker that gets caught up in a scandal with the groom at a wedding. I believe something along those lines. It's a YA fantasy romance, so I am excited for this one, and we're gonna start out the year with it. So next is The Bride Bet by Tessa Dare. I have actually had this on my TBR for I think like 3 years now, and it keeps getting delayed. Some people aren't even sure if the January 15th release for this is real. I hope it is, because I love the premise. It sounds like it's a contract marriage, regency romance. Next is Most Ardently, which comes out January 16th of next year. And it is an LGBT retelling of Pride and Prejudice, I believe. I'm really looking forward to this. It's a YA historical romance, and the cover's what immediately caught my attention because it was just so, I love the art style on it and immediately caught your eye. Number 4, look, we're already at 4. The Colliding Worlds of Mina Lee, and this is coming out January 23rd, 2024. This is also a young adult contemporary romance. This one I really wanted to read because as a fan of anime, I love a good isekai trope, and this is just that. She gets, you know, brought into the world of her own webtoon, and I believe the male lead is one of the characters in her webtoon. Yes, he is, and his name is Jin. So Mina gets brought into her own webtoon, and I believe she's trying to help and fix things with Jen, but you know, it's that drama of, oh, she leaves, is he real, probably all of that. So really looking forward to this. Also the cover slaps. Next we have Bride by Ali Hazelwood, which is coming out February 6th of next year. I've read all of Ali's other books except I think Hate to Love You or something, the novella set. I haven't read that yet, but I've read all of the published non-novellas that have come out so far, and she is releasing her first fantasy romance next year. Really looking forward to this one because I'm a big fan of fantasy. I love a good shifter romance. After that is ASAP by Atsio. For my book club with my friends, we actually read Etso Etso by Atsio, which follows a girl who falls in love with a member of a K-pop boy group while she is in Korea. And one of the side couples actually have their own book coming out called ASAP. I actually thought this couple was really interesting in the first book, so I'm actually really glad they got their own book. I didn't even realize they were getting one until I was going through a list of books coming out soon. So YA contemporary romance, lots of fun. I definitely recommend it, but make sure you read Etso Etso first. Next is I Hope This Doesn't Find You, also coming out February 6th. And it is described as To All the Boys I Met Before, but if Laura Jean had been writing emails instead of letters. I didn't read the books, but I loved To All the Boys I Loved Before, the little movies. I thought they were fun, cute YA time. You know what I mean? I of course wanted to check this one out, especially because the cover, once again, I am a big judge a book by its cover. I can't help it. I'm only human. And this cover is so pretty. After that, we have Tessa Bailey's next book, Fangirl Down, which comes out February 13th. I'm excited for this one. I'm a big fan of Tessa. I love her relationships she writes. The spice is always great. I love the chemistry her characters have. This one follows a girl and a golf player, which I thought was unique and new. It is also a grumpy at sunshine, and I believe he is her boss. So we got some tropes going on here. Coming out February 20th is A Tempest of Tea. Super excited for this one. I heard if you're a fan of Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom, you will love this duology. It's that but with vampires. So we got heists, we got fantasy, we got found family, I'm sure. Next is A Fate Inked in Blood, coming out February 27th. I love this author, Danielle Jensen. She's the author of The Bridge Kingdom. Absolutely love that duology. Then she has her next duology, Endless War, just came out. I still need to read it. I'm staring at it on my bed right now. I'm coming for you. But I love the way she's able to build a world. So I know this one is going to be great. Look at this cover. It speaks for itself. This cover caught my attention immediately. The art is so good. We love, you know, black girls in fantasy. Lore of the Wilds comes out February 27th. I've been seeing this everywhere on Instagram. It's so romantic-y, following a magical library, I believe, fae, and one human. So love this. I'm not sure if this is a love triangle or if it's a poly romance. I'm unsure, but regardless, I'm excited to check this out. Finlay Donovan Rolls the Dice is coming out March 5th. I have been keeping up with the series. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody who hasn't read the last 3, I believe. Yes, I will admit the series has been slightly going downhill for me with each book, but I refuse to give up, so I'm going to read this one as well. Also coming out March 5th is Bloodguard. Of course, the cover caught my eye. It looks like your typical romance fantasy cover. One thing I am very excited for is it looks like the story might be told from the perspective of the male lead instead of the female lead. I'm used to usually following the female lead and everything she's doing, so to have this kind of flipped would be cool. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it's feeling like from the synopsis. Next is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I'm gonna be honest, don't know what this book's about. It comes out April 2nd, and I added it because it's Abby Jimenez. I haven't read her last book, but I read the 2 before that, and both made me cry really badly. I have not read a book by her that hasn't made me cry. So I just automatically put it on here. I will check with you guys right now what it's even about. Let me see. They both have a curse where the person they go on a date with, the second they break up, that person ends up finding their soulmate. They come together in hopes that by being with each other, they could break the curse. And they're gonna spend just the summer together to see if it works, it looks like. Ooh, Goodreads has a giveaway for it right now. Hold on, y'all. Let me just quickly enter. I know this book is gonna make me cry, and I don't even know why, because nothing in the synopsis looks like it would be overly devastating, but she just has a way. Okay, based on my calculations, this should be 15. Post-editing Adi, tell me if I'm right. Next is To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods by Molly Chang. It comes out April 16th, and of course, I'll tell you one reason why I immediately wanted to try to read this. The cover. Again. Look at it. It is so pretty, and you can already tell it's definitely fantasy, which it is. So it's about a girl who is graced with the power, I said graced with the power of death, cursed with the power of death, and she basically has to decide if betraying her family is worth saving her country. It looks like it's gonna be maybe like a very intense, like angst filled, you know, political maybe book. It looks like her gift, I keep saying gift, looks like her curse was discovered by the enemy prince, and they end up making a bargain deal and all of this. Okay, number 16 I believe is Funny Story by Emily Henry. Boom. Don't even need to say anything. It's Emily Henry. Emily Henry's really good at writing like really emotionally gripping contemporary romances, so I'm of course reading her next one. It looks like it's about 2 people in relationships whose exes end up getting with each other, and so it seems like they start finding comfort with one another. So we have an Emily Henry fake dating book coming out. I just want to thank you for everything you do for me. My prayers have been heard. Okay, fake dating is one of my favorite tropes ever. If we can do an enemies to romance fantasy fake dating grumpy at sunshine, like be the perfect book for me. 17, coming April 30th, is The Heavenly Tyrant. It is the sequel to Iron Widow. Once again, obviously wouldn't recommend this if you haven't read Iron Widow yet, but I absolutely loved that. The world building was so great. I probably need to reread it before Heavenly Tyrant. I've been looking forward to Heavenly Tyrant for so long, but I do not remember everything from Iron Widow. Next, coming out May 14th, is The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. I do always think Christina Lauren is one person. It is not. Learn from me and my mistakes. Looks like this one is about an heir of a grocery chain and his ex who end up fake dating so he could get his inheritance. Obviously, you heard the key words I just said in that last sentence. Fake dating. That's all I needed. I will be reading this. Number 18 is Daydream by Hannah Grace. She's the author of Icebreaker and Wildfire. I didn't like Wildfire that much, but I did have a lot of fun with Icebreaker. Daydream actually follows my favorite character from Icebreaker, Henry. So I'm super excited for this. And it looks like it's a tutor kind of situation. Henry needs a tutor. She's a bookworm. I love it. 1 week after that, we're getting Ali Hazelwood's next book, Not in Love, coming out June 11th. Once again, I don't even know what this is about. I just be adding shit because I'm excited from the cover and the author. Let me see what Not in Love is about. But I mean, look at the cover. Can you blame me? I don't know. Oh, a forbidden secret love affair. Okay, she's a biotech engineer. Sounds right up Allie's, you know, her typical. She always does like science romances. Okay, so it says secret love affair, but I think it just means because they're from rival companies, it looks like, and they should be loyal to their own company. So it looks like that's what this is about. I will be reading. I will be tuning in. Yes. After that, June 25th, we have another Christina Lauren book called Tangle Up in You, which is just a retelling of Tangled. I'm excited for that, of course, because I am in love with Flynn Rider. Am I on 19? No, I'm on 20. I think this is 20. We have Reckless coming July 4th by Lauren Roberts. Yes, this is a sequel to Powerless, and I gave that book 5 stars, y'all. I think it was so good. Absolutely love it. If you're looking for just your regular like Red Queen moment of like fantasy, betrayal, enemies to lovers, like yearning, all of that, Powerless. For number 21, I have The Grandest James by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the next book in the Inheritance games, I believe. I don't think it's a whole new series. This is coming July 30th. I'm super excited, though I do still need to read the last Inheritance Games book before I get to this one. I'm also wanting to read her The Naturals series, so I have a lot of catching up to do with her. But I won't tell you synopsis for this because I actually don't know myself, because I don't want to spoil the last book. But definitely check out the Inheritance Games if you haven't yet. Next, coming out August 6th, we have The Girl with No Reflection. It's about a young woman who's chosen as a princess bride, and she ends up having to travel, but her world is shaken when she uncovers a dark truth about the royal family. And it looks like she begins to see things within her own reflection, things moving in her mirror and stuff like that, and she's pulled into a mirror world. So love a good fantasy. Next, we have The Breakup Pact, which is coming August 13th. It looks like it is about two best friends who haven't spoken in 2 years, who then pretend to date after their exes go viral. Once again, fake dating. Y'all already know. I can't help it. I'm a one-trick pony. I am. And then last, I don't know if we're at 21. I don't know if we're at 22, 23, 24. I have 3 books from TJ Klune I'm looking forward to next year. We have his next 2 books from the Shifter romances that I didn't read in the past, but it looks like it's been republished with new covers. I'm looking forward to Heart Song that looks like it's coming out in February, and Brother Song that looks like it's coming out in August. I'm also looking forward to the sequel to House on the Cerulean Sea, which is coming out around August time too. So did we hit 24 books, y'all? I don't know. I should have been counting every single time I opened my mouth, but I didn't. I only counted like every 6 times, so I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what books you're looking forward to next year, or if there's any I missed that you're like, this is coming out, keep your eyes out. I'll try to see if I can link my my anticipated reads of 2024 Goodreads shelf in the description. I actually have even more books than just this, but I didn't want to list every single one because this video was already going to be long, so I kind of pointed out the ones that I remembered and I was looking forward to the most. But there's definitely even more like amazing books coming out next year that you guys should definitely keep your eyes out for. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.